Flashback, Episode 58, Bodies, Barrels, and Cultists. We descended the spiraling stairs at least several hundred feet, deep below Soros's Lilydale compound fortress. We surmised we may have descended precisely 666 feet below ground, 666 being the number or the mark of the beast, of the devil, of Baal. The stairs opened into a hallway, but this hallway was not like those above ground. It was not high-tech or modern at all. This hallway was made of stone, and some were covered in etched runes, satanic etched runes. The hallway of doom seemed like a scene from a gothic Hellborn movie. There was a cold feeling everywhere. The temperature had fallen to near freezing. Taylor once again ordered everybody, no signs of opposition. I'll take point, cover my six. We were all armed and armored. We followed Taylor maybe 8 feet back behind her. Things were scary. They were intimidating. Things were tense. But of course, we pressed onward through our fear and our trepidation. Taylor signaled with her hand that we should stop and wait. She was going to open a hallway door that she had come to. Taylor opened the door with a sudden bang and slam, as she intended to startle and surprise anyone inside. She dashed inside with her assault rifle in hand. She looked straight, then left, then right, aiming her rifle as she did. There were 2 cultists inside, stripping lifeless bodies, stripping corpses of their clothes and possessions. The cultists shoved the possessionless remnant bodies into barrels that were full of naked, undressed, gray, lifeless bodies stuffed inside. The people, their bodies, they were trash to the cultists, like leftover food that no one wants in a restaurant, that should be just ground up and sent down the garbage disposal or thrown away. The cultists were surprised by Taylor bursting into the room with her bang and slam entry, unexpectedly, so violently. It took a moment for them to grasp what was actually happening, and both simultaneously ran towards an emergency alarm lever that was on a wall. Near their ghastly workbench, Taylor did not pause, and she fired 3 burst rounds into each of the cultists. They dropped dead to the floor before they could reach each of their respective emergency levers. Katie announced, "We are not secret anymore. They will have heard those gunshots." Taylor growled, "Who are these people that are stripping corpses of their possessions and shoving their bodies into barrels?" Bob said, "It seems a lot like some kind of human trafficking and human sacrifice stuff. You know, like the stuff we saw in the catacombs back at the Church of Midnight in Athlone." Sarah proclaimed, "If there are bodies, there may be people still alive somewhere down here. If we find them, we need to rescue them." Katie whispered, "Hoo-ah!" I noticed and said, "It's sickening and horrid. Look at these bodies. Most of the bodies, they've had their organs cut out and removed." I concluded, "The cult, they're harvesting people's organs." Bob said, "The cult, they let nothing go to waste. Not a disaster, not a tragedy, not even death." I observed their bodies, seriously horrible. Some of them were gray, not just cut out. Much of their color of their skin was just gone. I said, "You know, these bodies, some of them, they look a lot like the councilwoman in Athlone after her soul was drained, when she turned all gray without her soul or life force. Remember as the crown of Baal, how it sucked her force and life and soul right out of her?" I concluded, "I think it's clear These victims have also been soul drained of their life force and their souls. We resumed our exploration. Despite the gunshots and fighting the robot sentry, no one investigated or came anywhere near us. We never saw anyone. And so we stayed sneaking as we traversed the underground labyrinth. With all the horror that we had seen, I wondered, could things actually get worse?